A dangerous drive leaves two panicked passengers scrambling for safety. Buy the ticket, take the ride, even if it's to a random country you've never planned to visit. How two women headed to France wound up in Africa. All right, good morning, South Florida. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Boris Jones.
And I'm Alex Tiarmas. Today in Florida at 10 starts right now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
And we start out with this, a live view across South Florida on this Wednesday morning. It is September 10th. Off to a nice start so far.
That's right. If you're visiting South Florida, well, you are in for a very nice a treat. But then later this afternoon, things will be changing. Meteorologist Erica Delgado is here to break it all down for us. Hey, Erica.
Oh, what a way to scare those visiting South Florida. You know the drill here. We get thunderstorms in the afternoon, and that's exactly what we can expect today. So don't let that sunshine fool you. We still have plenty of moisture available for rain to develop. The dry air that we so much are looking forward to later on in the season, still far removed. That remains across the southeastern U.S. Now, for us here, it's been all about this front. We had one stalled over the region yesterday. We have another one stalled today. We're on the unsettled side, the warm and icky side, so we'll see those thunderstorms once again favoring the East Coast. Temperatures are warming. We have a warm wind in place, 85, Pompano Beach, Fort Lauderdale, all the way through the Hollywood area. And then that changes over to 86 from Hialeah, Miami, and already a warm 87 in Homestead. And for the Florida Keys, temperatures have been lagging behind, but they're catching up. 87 Key Largo, 85 right now, Isla Mirada and Key West. There's that wind coming out of the southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's keeping Miami-Dade and Broward County dry so far, but we've had showers across portions of the Florida Keys. For now, most of it remaining just over the lower Keys community. So by the afternoon, we'll have that across the East Coast Metro, so you'll need that rain gear once again. Closer look at this afternoon and the days ahead. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
We continue to follow this developing story. A driver spinning out after crashing and causing danger on duty for a deputy in Southwest Miami-Dade. That is where 7's Danielle Garcia is live with the latest information. Danielle.
Alex, well, I finally have some good news to report. In the last 15 minutes, Southwest 87th Avenue finally reopened back up to drivers here. But this whole situation started as a traffic stop. And instead of pulling over, the driver actually reversed into a deputy, leading him on a police chase, then rammed into him again and crashed and caused a fiery wreck.
PD's been involved in a traffic crash, reference a chase. The vehicle is on fire and it's spreading to possibly PD's vehicle.
A fiery wreck shutting down Southwest 87th Avenue overnight.
I don't know, but it looks bad. It looks really bad.
And you can see the bad aftermath. The car completely burned and a deputy's car also damaged.
Sentimos la sirena.
Edith Hernandez said she heard sirens around 2:30 in the morning. Then she heard a loud crash. When she ran outside, she saw this, the car up in flames.
The Miami-Dade Sheriff's deputy observed a vehicle acting in a suspicious manner and attempted to conduct a traffic stop.
That's when the driver put his car in reverse, hit the deputy's car, and took off, leading that deputy on a chase.
A Miami-Dade Sheriff's sergeant ordered the pursuit to be terminated, and while the deputy was in the process of disengaging the pursuit, the subject sideswiped and rear-ended the deputy while attempting to flee.
That driver then spun out of control, hit a tree, and then the car went up into flames.
One adult male, traveler, ground transport.
And that same deputy whose car got rammed into helped pull the man out of the car, and paramedics rushed him to Jackson Memorial Hospital with critical injuries. The crash shutting down 87th Avenue between Bird Road and Miller Drive for several hours, spanning through rush hour. Detectives taking photos and collecting evidence while they wait for the tow truck to arrive.
At this time, we are in the process of piecing together the details as to what happened. This investigation is in its infancy stage.
And so far, detectives have not provided that driver's identity, though they do say that charges are pending. Reporting live in Southwest Miami-Dade, I'm Danielle Garcia, Today in Florida.
And from Southwest Miami-Dade to another developing story in Northwest Miami-Dade. It's where a woman and a child were hurt when shots rang out near a deputy's substation. 7's Jordan Segundo reports.
A chaotic sight outside the Northside Police substation in Northwest Miami-Dade Tuesday night. Deputies say that woman on the ground drove herself there after being shot in the upper body. With her, a young girl with minor injuries by flying glass from a shattered window.
Let's get there. He's a victim shot.
799 Northwest 81st Street, 2480 County.
Just after 10:30 Tuesday night, both arriving at the substation asking for help. Deputies tending to the woman before Miami-Dade Fire Rescue rushed her to the hospital.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat and leave a comment below. This is a make or break season. He's got to make an impact. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All these beautiful people coming in here. Almost 200 people in the building for the countdown. We love and appreciate you coming on in. We got a lot to talk about. If you're looking at the screen right now, at the bottom of the screen, you see what's going on. Trump wants to send the troops to Chicago. He's not playing. If you're watching live in the building, put Trump in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. And if you're not, then in the chat right now, just put USA or put whatever you got to put Democrat, put impeach, put whatever you want to put. But we're going to dive into it. We have a lot of conversation today. It is Wednesday, the 10th of September. The month is blowing by. As we know, I've been saying this. The year is blowing by, 2025. A lot going on in the chat right now. Don't come in here, V. Don't tell them. Don't come here and get your panties in a bunch. Because Vaughn and I, you know how we get. Okay, Vaughn's in the building right now, a little bit more awake. He said, I had my coffee this morning. I said, I have my coffee, but you came, this is from my son, made this whole thing, got a little messed up, not gonna lie. It's me and him in his classroom, and it says, super dad, you know what I'm saying? And V said, here, you need this. I said, hold on, I don't need any Pedialyte. He said, no, this is for your electrolytes. I said, okay, cool, I can drink that. I'm not sick or anything, but I appreciate it. People in the chat right now, if you're watching live, right now, put 200 in the chat. We have over 200 people in the chat, and we're going to dive into it. And right now, welcome back, people, to the Brandon Mason Show. There we go. There we go. That's a good introduction, V. I'm not going to lie. I like that little round of applause. You're over there in the heat still. I'm not going to lie. We got to fix that. A little hot. I'm seeing it cruising in the back of your neck. A little hot.
Nah, I'm good. I told you, I'm good.
It doesn't look bad. I'm just saying a little hot. My support coach said, no, I gotta take this shit off. People in the chat right now, watch us. We get ready to approach 300 people in the building right now. How are you feeling? One more chance right now in the building before we get started. Put Trump in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. And if you're not, put impeach, put Democrat, put whatever you got to put. Let us know how you're feeling in the building. We get ready to dive into it. There's a lot going on. And before we get to Donald Trump troops in Chicago, got a lot of videos to show you today. I'm going to get to the headlines first and foremost right now. So let's get it started right now. So yes, Trump wants to send troops to Chicago after constant violent crimes. We know about that. Democrats try to block, or stop Trump from doing so. I'm just saying, V, a little crazy. A lot going on out there. Just saying they're trying to put barricades out there. I got videos, got a lot of things I'm going to show today on today's show. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis extends the purchase of guns and ammunition to the end of the year without tax. They had this whole thing going on when the attorneys told us today. Said, hey, look, you get 30 days to go back to school, no tax on items or whatever. Now, through the end of the year, you could purchase guns and ammo, no tax. That's something you just brought up. It's like, hey, maybe we should be taking advantage of that. If he's saying that, hey, you know what? You better get out there and do what you got to do, V. I'm just saying there's a reason why, hey, no tax on ammo in the year. Do what you got to do, Florida. That's what it feels a little bit, right? If you ask me.
But I'm saying, like,
why would he extend that out of nowhere?
Yeah, that's a little part of the problem.
That's
a part of the problem.
I know people in the chat have to go out there and get your ammunition while you get it. I'm just saying people in the building right now sitting there like, hey, go get your ammunition. If you're watching live in the building out here in downtown, we're in Miami having a good time this morning. Next thing, V, next headline. If you're watching live right now, we're about to get to Trump, Chicago troops. But hold on a second. I got a few more headlines to read. Kamala Harris, this is from CNN, reporting this live from CNN. V, got the clips. Kamala Harris has reported in her new book, she admitted this, V. She said, absolutely was reckless to let Joe Biden make a re-election decision on his own. Said, hey, that was reckless. Says here, basically points the finger at Joe Biden of how they lost the election. That's how it seems to me. Hey, that was reckless to let him go out there and run again. And I think a lot of people believe that. But I'm saying she now is admitting that, and that's a big deal for people watching live right now. V, that's a big deal because she would have said, hey, everything's good. Joe Biden's good. He's healthy. Now we're moving on. And hey, Trump's not overly healthy himself. I'm just saying from what I see. So we're going to dive into that. Poland shoots down Russian drone. Okay, drone flies over near Poland. Poland shoots it down. Russia says, hey, we're not, that must have been a mistake. We're not trying to target Poland, but it's getting a little, you know what I'm saying? Getting a little out of pocket over there. No? over there. You seen drones flying over there?
Yeah, who would want anybody flying over there?
People, I don't know.
Over their country right now.
I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of drones flying around and what the hell was that, right? You know what the hell's going on? Hey, we're going to talk about that. Russian aerial bomb kills 24 civilians in Ukraine. So Putin's not slowing down. This whole meet and greet thing, whatever, that we hope Trump gets done. He said he would stop it. He's meeting with him. He's doing everything he can do. I don't know if we can blame him or not. It's just he's trying, and Putin is not slowing down. Yeah. He's killing people, civilians, not
I thought he gave him a deadline.
I thought so, too. We'll dive into that as well. Yeah. Ariel carries out strike against Hamas, leader in Qatar, another strike. And then Congress is wrapped. Before we get to right now, if you're watching live, we're about to get to this nitty-gritty right now. Should they send the troops, yes or no? Drop it in the chat, yes or no right now. 300 people in the building. Congress rattled by a video, V, that shows missiles that were striking an orb, like an orb or an alien type, UFO.
I seen like a still picture of it, but I didn't click on the video.
I saw the video, and the video shows basically we're attacking this thing, missiles, pop, smacking it, not missing it, hitting it, bang, keeps on flying. Now, anything you got flying in the air, we could take it down. I don't care which flying, we could take it down. We got all kinds of shit. Yeah. We even have the B-2. We fly shit over here. We know what's going on. We take shit down. The orb is flying around, and it shows. Hits it, boom, and it goes, keeps flying.
So is that something you want to keep provoking? Why do you keep hitting it?
I don't know about that.
Why do you keep messing with it?
Not messing with that, V. You shoot, military shoots it, and it goes pop, pop, and it keeps flying around.
Yeah.
Shit. We got some people out here. Let's dive into it right now. People in the chat.
Make some noise!
Let's get into it, people. Donald Trump, troops to Chicago. Listen. We're going to dive into some clips, some videos right now. I showed you a clip yesterday. I'm going to show you something first and foremost we're going to talk about. And then live on our show today, I told you, the analytic report, we got 70,533 to start the show. 70,533 to start the show. We already got subscribers coming in. Our goal today, if you're watching live, our goal today is at 70,700. So if you're watching the building right now, first time, smack that like button, subscribe. You're going to hear this noise right here.
New subscriber.
That means that you joined the Brandon Mason Show. Hey, we love to have you. Thanks for joining our show, having a good time. We're talking about it live today, and let me just dive into it, V. So Donald Trump, obviously, right now, okay, says, we got to clean this shit up. I see people coming in right now. People are subscribing right now. Thank you. I see you coming in. Appreciate you. He says, look, we had enough. Let's send him out there. I had a clip I wanted to show you, V. I sent it to my email. It won't load in the system for whatever reason. And I'm going to show you what's happening right now. Let's take a look real quick.
Things are getting crazy in Chicago. Now Chicago gang members are starting to threaten ICE officials and the Trump administration, warning them that if they step foot in Chicago, they will be at war with the gangs of Chicago.
Who the hell wants to go to war against the military? I mean, that's not going to pan out. It doesn't matter who's in office, Democrat, Republican. Nobody wants to see that.
Where is he getting that from?
I'm going to show you right now. First off,
that one dude?
We got the one dude we're going to show him right now. But people are talking about this. This isn't in the mean streets. Listen, I had a clip I was about to show you with all the people walking down. We're going to get to that. I had a clip I was trying to get to send through email, and it was blocking it for whatever reason. I was trying to send it from all different email chains. It was only a 1-minute video, and it's being blocked. I'm trying to show the streets of protesters, and it's being blocked on all social media. I'm just saying. In the chat right now, if you're a Trump supporter, put Trump in the chat right now if you're a Trump supporter. And if you're not right now a Trump supporter in the chat, then say no in the chat. Let me see it lighten up right now. Let's see it rocking and rolling. Put the flags in the chat. Do what you got to do. Let people know how you're feeling. This is the clip that he is talking about here, saying, look, the gangs are saying they're standing up. Look what this guy got to say.
Trump, do not send the National Guard to Chicago, gang. Do not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different fucking breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles. Nigga, we are not Washington, D.C. Nigga, this is Chicago, nigga. Them niggas go fight back. I'm telling you, them niggas go fight back, gang. Whatever, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Nigga, do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself, gang.
What kind of person, V? Tell me what you think about that.
I'm just saying, I think he's just saying that he's just trolling. He's not even, but if they were going to do something like that, like why don't they do that when the police pull them over? Everybody get out the car and run and everything. They're not just shooting at the police. They're not just fighting the police. So what makes you think they're going to fight the National Guard?
They're not fighting the National Guard. They're not fighting
they're
military.
not. They fight each other.
But they got protesters now, that are walking down the street. Protesters walking down the street like, hey, don't come to our city. There's people live in Chicago like, please send the people. And what I don't get about this, and we've been talking about this now, it goes off and on. It goes from one city, D.C. Then they said they should go to Baltimore. Then they said they should go to Chicago. Then they said, hey, maybe New York City. Then they said, hey, L.A. And then the video I was going to show you was like people saying, hey, why don't you send them to the red states? And that's what Democrats are saying. I'm getting that in a second in the chat. Democrats are like, hey, why would you send them over to Chicago? Why don't you send them to Memphis? Send them here. They're saying those are bad cities too. But the reality is there's a lot of killings in a lot of these cities. It's not just
I told you St. Louis is bad. Memphis is bad. Yeah.
But nobody's saying that he's not going to go there. That's the thing. If he just goes to his whole 4 years and he sends troops to all the blue states only and say, hey, they're bad states, are going there, then there's a problem. But if he says, hey, we're going to New York, right? We're going to L.A., we're going to Chicago, we're going to D.C., like that's where the White House is, number one. If he goes to those major cities, Memphis is a big city. It's nothing like Chicago. So I'm saying he might be taking on the bigger cities first. And then, hey, send them where you got to send them.
But look, we stopped the violence a little bit with the troops, but then what's in place after that? That's what I want to know.
Like what is the plan?
Yeah, like how are you going to stop the poverty? Are you going to fund the schools more? Are you going to, what are you going to do to stop, when the troops can't be there forever? But
the troops, okay. First and foremost, it's gotten out of hand, regardless of who is.
Yeah.
So that's first. It got out of hand. It's out of hand from obviously, I don't care, Republican, Democrat, shit's out of hand. Like, it don't matter who's in office. So in order to create anything for people to do, like I said, go in there, what? You're going to make some basketball courts? Like that's the number one thing to do. Hey, let's create recreational activities. And it's a great thing, but most important is you're talking about poverty levels, income levels, all that.
Yeah.
But when it got to this bad, to this point, in the chat, should they send the troops, yes or no? Let me see it right now, people in the chat. Send the troops or not. I see people subscribing. If you subscribe today in the chat, say, I just subscribed. If you're new today in the building right now, say, I'm new in the chat. I see you subscribing. I see you people coming in, smacking that like button, subscribing. I told you, if we get to right now, here's a chance, V. Let's tell them right now. We get to 200 likes in the next 30 seconds. I'll give a lucky person $200 in the chat. Right now, I try to give away money every day on our damn show. As we improve our network, improve our show, I greatly appreciate you. Smack that damn like button right now and subscribe, baby.
New subscriber.
I want to see in the chat right now how you're feeling. I see some new people. Hey, listen, all my people in here, when you see some new people in the chat, welcome them right now. Say, welcome to the show. Welcome to the damn show as we get ready to talk about this and show some more clips. Here, and what I want to show this clip from before, because this was a clip from last week. I said, I look at this and go, why would this guy not want to help? Let's just show this clip real quick while I get ready to line some stuff up.
What are you going to do if he sends in the National Guard to Baltimore, though? I mean, we've seen other governors try to fight it, like in California, the Governor Newsom, and, they lost that battle in court.
Well, I'm very clear. I am the commander-in-chief of the Maryland National Guard, not him. And the Constitution authorizes that. And so the Maryland National Guard moves on the authority of the commander-in-chief, and I will not authorize the Maryland National Guard to be activated for something that is either not mission critical or mission aligned. And I think what the President of the United States is doing, it is not sustainable, it is not scalable, and it's also not constitutional. That it is a direct violation of the 10th Amendment. And even if he wants to talk about other things he can do to try to activate, the reality is that he still needs states to be able to invite the federal government to come on board to be able to do that. And the thing that gets me most about this is how deeply disrespectful this is to members of the National Guard who signed up for this job, as I did when I deployed overseas and I led paratroopers in combat, where we signed up with the expectation that the commander-in-chief and the people who was declaring our orders was actually taking it seriously. And the problem is we are seeing a lack of seriousness from the President of the United States to a very serious situation. And that's why I invited him to come to Baltimore, to come be educated, to come learn, so he doesn't have to spout nonsense from the Oval Office and things that are just blatantly...
He said a lack of seriousness. A lack of seriousness? He's sending military troops there. This guy said it's a lack of seriousness because he didn't go out there and say, hey, look, let me go out there. Let me walk the streets. You don't have to walk the streets to know that shit is bad because there's live video footage. Like, you can't even go down to, by the way, shout out to the people right now that are subscribed to the show. I appreciate you. Hit that damn like button, subscribe. I see you guys running in here. Our goal today is 70,700 subscribers. We need 130 more people to hit that like button, subscribe right now. V, what I'm saying is this. It's not a lack of focus or a lack of seriousness when you're like, holy shit, it's bad. We're sending the troops. Now, I'm going to go into the cities in a second. I'm talking about Republican cities. I'm going to talk about blue states, red states. I hate to call them that, but they're voting more of the other. We got to call them red or blue, which is stupid because it's a state. The state of Illinois is not considered red or blue. It's considered a state, right? Yeah. And in the chat right now, hold on a second before I get into it. Let me shout somebody out right now. Yoshi, we appreciate you came in and said $5 super chat.
Make some noise!
Everybody put Yoshi in the chat right now. Follow my lead and say what's up to Yoshi. We appreciate the super chat. We don't care if Republican, Democrat, we don't care. Let's read it. Say they would rather protect their agenda and feelings than protect the citizens. So I don't know what that means. Are we saying that he's saying that Trump's not protecting? Are we saying the people of Chicago? I got to make sure he, she. I don't want to call it. My bad. Said he in there. I should say he, she. I know a friend named Yoshi. That's a guy. In the chat right now, are you saying they're not protecting Trump's not protecting them or the people are not protecting them? Because what I'm looking at right now, and let me pull this up real quick. I know there we go. Our subscribers are back up. I see you coming in.
New subscriber.
What I'm saying is this. When you have a red state and you have a blue state, right? And Trump's like, Chicago, major sports city. And we talked about this before. Chicago Bulls, right? You got the Chicago, you got the Cubs, you got the White Sox. I mean, you got the Chicago Bears. You have a big-time sports, big city, big major, and also financial city too. And he's like, we got to protect those cities because they're bringing in revenue. These are big things. He goes out there and he says, we got to send troops. And he first was like, I'm not sure. He goes, we're sending them now. Why would the people, if you live in Chicago, let us know in the chat right now. Why would anybody in Chicago be like, nah, we don't want anybody to come help out when we have, and I was going to show the clip, and for some reason it's not.
Is this like putting a Band-Aid over a major wound, or it's not like it was just stitching it up? Because like that's why I keep saying, like, what are we going to do besides the troops? How long is the troops going to be there? You're saying okay, after the troops. Yeah, well, we can't get to that yet. What's going to be the long-term solution? This can only be temporary. That's not going to stop anything.
It's going to slow it down in order for them to rebuild. So here's what I think. Okay, just like any school shooting that happens. Wait a second. We got to come in. We got to check security. We got to come in and see what happened. How did the guns get in there? How did this even happen? How did they even allow this to even go on? And these are the things that people start to analyze first and foremost. And I think Trump is doing that. I think he's like, hey, it's bad. Let's clean it up. Instead of the Democrats, I'm saying Democrats because they're the ones that are saying stop this shit. Instead of Democrats being like, hey, let's embrace the help and say what you said just now. Hey, after that, though, what's the goal? Yeah. Like, hey, are you going to clean it up? And then after we clean it up, are we going to find, ways to really go about Chicago in a better way?
Yeah.
Or are you like, you know what? After that, we're going to send the troops somewhere else and good luck to you over there. Like, if that's the case, I don't think that's the case, though. I think the Republicans of Chicago are like, okay, it's clean now.
Yeah.
We're walking around just like D.C. Now we got guards in place. We got better camera. We got surveillance. We got whatever they got. I think the goal is to fix the city. People that are in here right now, are you a Republican or are you a Democrat? Drop it in the chat right now. Are you Republican or are you a Democrat? Drop it in the chat right now. The city's got to be fixed. And I'm not even talking about just, blue cities. Some of the big cities just happen to be blue states because of the inner cities. They have a lot of voting, people out there voting for Democrats no matter what. Hey, who's running for office? Don't matter. Voting Democrat. You get those people all the time. And you also get Republicans. Hey, I'm voting for, whoever's on Republican seat, right? I get it. But in this position, the biggest cities, inner cities, have a lot of violence, a lot of drugs, a lot of shootings, a lot of killings, and it's stopping a lot of production. So I think Trump sending the troops is a good situation. In the chat right now, if you're a Trump supporter, put Trump in the chat right now. If you're not, put impeach. We're doing that the whole day. And we need some subscribers right now, V. Can we get to 70,600? We need 10 more subscribers right now. Who's going to be jumping on the horn and hear this noise?
New subscriber.
So let's show another clip. I showed this last week, and the reason why I'm refreshing, I got a bunch of new ones. I want to show this last week because this lady, she explained it really, really well. And she said, what are you mad about? We're cleaning it up. Now, what you said is true, though. You said if they don't go after that, We got a problem. Let's see how this lady's feeling, though. Let's take a look, people in the chat.
So Chicago leaders are outside right now protesting against Daddy Trump coming to their town. Oh, what is the problem? So you have watched with your own eyes how Washington, D.C. has dropped crime like tremendously. They've had 0 murders in a week. You have people going on lives and doing videos about how safe Chicago is, about how clean the streets are. They can't even see a piece of paper. You have women on videos saying that they're at a stoplight with their window down, and they don't ever do that because if your window's down, you'll probably get robbed. Like, what? I'm so happy about the safety of my city right now, just hearing that. I ride with my window down all the time. So now he's saying I'm going to Chicago because we have all these beautiful black women with Trump hats on that say, we need your help. So I'm ready to go help them. Shout out to you, baby, for listening to the ladies, okay? So I just think it's hilarious how all Trump has to say is, I'm going to Chicago next. And now all of the mayor, whoever the hell, all them people are out there like, we don't want you, Trump. We don't want no military over here, Trump. We're already fighting crime, Trump. But you ain't fighting crime to get 0 murders in a week. You ain't doing that. Why wouldn't you want them to come to your state and say, get rid of all the crime? Like, if you could come for 2 weeks, get rid of everything, and then we're good? Are you kidding me? And then we could pick it up from there and keep it rolling? Y'all are stupid. You don't care about the people. And you hellas don't care about black folks. You want to make it to where you think that they're doing this against us? Meanwhile, they're doing it for us. And for everybody else, every American. Stop trying to separate us, okay? We're all American. We all deserve the safety. We all deserve the opportunities. We all deserve it all, okay? And Trump is trying to give it to us, and I love it. Daddy's coming to Chicago, baby. I dare y'all. The more y'all talk, the more he's coming. Y'all don't realize that by now? He don't listen to y'all. He don't give 2 shits, and frankly, neither do we. And I hope the people of Chicago who know that they need help and want help get their help, despite of you hating ass Democrats constantly trying to keep Americans down. Go get them, Daddy.
That was an important video. She took it extreme. I mean, she gave her real feelings. She took it extreme, and I know there's both sides. So her coming in here and leaning the whole one way. By the way, shout out to people subscribing right now. People coming to the building right now. Smack that like button. If it's your first time watching, but first time so we can shout you out, please, in the chat right now, we want to shout you out. Our goal today is to get 70,700. We need 96 more subscribers right now in the building. By the way, if we get 70,700 in the next minute, I'll give a lucky person $100 in the chat. So if you watch live, smack that damn like button. Babe, we're live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. So hold on a second. We just saw that, V. What's your take on how she was feeling? Just like aggressive or what? Just like she wants him to come help and she's just like, what the hell's going on? Right?
It just sounds a little aggressive because she got the smoker voice. Like she got
she did.
Yeah, like she smokes Newports. But she's not lying. Like they need to stop the violence. She's not lying. But again, I keep going back to we know that. We need to stop the violence. But how about the
But why are they not here's the thing. But why are they not why do they not want them to come? That's the question. I'm gonna show that clip real quick about the gang because people are asking me about that clip real quick about the guy from the gang. But why would anybody in Chicago, do you have a reason why they would say, no, don't come here?
Potentially the gang members don't want them to come there because, they're the ones causing the problem. They're the reason they're going there. Yeah. And then I wouldn't know for the Democratic people, I think they're saying, they keep saying Gestapo. They're saying because this is how Hitler started out with his campaign.
And that could be true. That could be true. But the point is, if your city is screwed up, and when I say screwed up, who's in here from Chicago right now? Everybody in the chat, drop your states in the chat right now. Where are you based? Drop your state and tell me, should Trump send the troops to your state to clean it up? Look, we're from Jersey, PA, New York area. People in the chat right now from Jersey go, send the troops here. And if you want to call into the show right now and talk about it, you can call in right now. vmix.com in the chat right now. Hold on a minute. Let me take a look at some super chats coming into the chat right now. We appreciate you. Vols in the building. Vols lover. Is that Tennessee Volunteers? Is that Vols lover? So Chicago liberal leaders make me wonderful if they are in on the crimes. Is it true? Are the Democrats in on some crimes? Do you think some of those leaders
that's
have
why I was
something to do with it right now?
That's what I was trying to get to. What I was just saying. It been a notorious corrupted city. Chicago, #1, corrupted in the country. And it says it right here. 4 out of the 10 of the past governors went to prison. And hold on. The state hold on. Corruption costs Illinois taxpayers $550 million a year.
So hold on a second. Are they that screwed up? I'm saying the leadership of Chicago.
Yeah.
Maybe they're screwing it up.
Yeah.
But what my point is, though, people in the chat right now.
And
you
that's
know how I'm
probably what
feeling?
Yoshi was talking about, too.
Let's take a look at this guy, because this guy had some shit he had to get off his chest. This guy here from the other day. We got a bunch more. But why I showed this real quick, because we showed it last time, I'm going to show this last clip, and I'm going to get some new protesting clips.
Unpopular opinion. So Donald Trump wants to send the National Guard into Chicago, Illinois. And of course, he's getting a lot of pushback from the Democratic Party and, other liberals. And I just have one question. What the fuck do we have to lose by doing that? I thought it was, the government's position that they wanted our streets safe. I thought they wanted our kids to be able to go to their local parks and play basketball. I thought they wanted our elderly to be able to walk the streets without the fear of being riddled by bullets from a switch on a fucking Glock. I thought that's what we wanted, people. I thought we wanted to be safe. Hey, look, I don't fuck with Trump like that either. But sometimes common sense is common fucking sense. But I guess...
You know what? That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, that's what I say all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to get at right now. I got the clips.
It makes sense.
I got the clips coming in right now that we're going to show. And that's what I'm talking about. People, common sense is common sense. In the chat, are you with me with that? Is common sense common sense? Like, people in the chat right now, I'm showing this. Hey, we're getting closer to 70,700, V. We're getting closer. 80 subscribers away. Like, here's the point. And he made it very clear. I got the clips I'm about to show you of the people. If you're watching live right now, I'm about to show you the protesters right now walking through the streets of Chicago. And I just want to know, if I'm living in Chicago and I got the killings they got, and they got the murders that they got. And by the way, Miami's got killings and murders too. We live down here in Miami, Florida, and there's killings here all the time too. I mean, you take a look at it. Man shot. But we don't have Labor Day weekend, 24 shot, 5 killed, 9. That's not what's happening here. We do have this robbery, this one person shot. We do get those on the weekends, people partying. We do get that. But we're not getting the shit that they're getting.
Yeah. And I haven't watched the video yet, but I want to see the people that are in this crowd doing the protesting.
Hold on, you want to see what's on the list?
No, I want to see the people. I want to see who's protesting. Yeah.
Oh, I got the protesters out here. I got the protesters out here. I'm about to show you right now. I got a bunch of clips I'm about to pull up on the screen as we speak right now. If you're watching live in the building right now, you can call into the show. If you got something to say, I will let you call into the show right now. Listen, in the chat, if you're watching live, Trump right now, put Trump in the chat right now. Trump or put impeach. And I'm going to put in the chat how you can call into the show. vmixcall.com. vmixcall.com. I just dropped it in the chat right now. If you want to call into the show right now, you can call in. You can say what you got to say. I just put it out there right now, people that are watching live. And I'm getting ready to also, right now, as we speak, put the password in the chat so you guys can see. Make sure you get out there, pay attention. If you want to call into the show, here it is. I'm going to drop it in the chat for you to see right now in the building. You can call into the show right now. Just make sure that you're sitting there. You will be live on the screen. It's www.vmix.com. I just pinned it here. Let me make sure I get up here and do that. Bang, I just pinned it to the top. vmixedcall.com, and there's the code right there. There's the code, 317726842. Use that code right now. You can call into the show. As soon as you call in, we will see you. We're going to get it set up, V, where we're going to have a live-in queue with the people on there. But you can call into the show right now. If you got something to say and you want to talk about Chicago, you want to talk about Trump, let us know how you're feeling. You can call into the show right now. So don't hold back. Don't hold back your feelings. People are like, who's going to call in? Where's Plump? Where's Plump? He's been on here trolling for the past year. Plump's not calling to the show because he don't want to. And one more time in the chat. If you're a Trump supporter, put Trump in the chat right now. And if you're not, right now, then put impeach or put no. But here's why this bothers me, okay? Here's why this bothers me the most. Kids are going to school on a daily basis. Kids are going with friends to parks. Kids are going to restaurants. And I'm not saying that people are out shooting kids, right? We had that conversation yesterday, how you have in your mind what a school shooter looks like. We went down that road, and it kind of feels subjective. Like you start to be like, judge it by its cover, and people call it racist maybe, right? Because we had to have this conversation. When we talked about robberies and killings and stuff, people are leaning toward the black culture of committing a lot of that. But then you get to school shootings, we're talking about this, and people are like, don't judge a book by its cover, but you get to school shootings, V, right? And it changes your mind a little bit when you get to school shootings, right? You're like, not many black school shooters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not many. So when you hear a school shooter, you're like, I'm thinking of somebody else in my mind. So this is just a mental thing that we go through. And people in the chat right now, if you want to call into the show, you can call in. I'm taking a look at the screen right now to see if somebody wants to call in. Now is your freaking chance to do so. vmixcall.com. You can do that right now and call into the show, and you'll be part of what we do. I'm taking a look at it. vmixcall.com, and the password's right there, 3177262842.
I think Stormtrooper needs to call in.
Hey,
he been trying.
Whoever wants to call into the show, you can call in right now. You'll be live on the screen. We put it out there. It'll eventually be a phone number. They can just dial on the phone number and they can be audio. But we do it so they can see video because people want to see people live on the damn platform. People don't mess around. And look, so let me show. I got a few more clips I want to show real quick of what's going on in the streets out there. But let's show this clip real quick. This is just an idea of what tanks look like getting around here.
Guys, I'm on the ground right here in MacArthur Park.
Where I come from to get here.
We're getting ready to get into it right now. I got the clips right here, Vic. Got a super chat coming in the building right now from KD2321. $5 super chat. We appreciate you first and foremost.
Make some noise!
Says they get millions for crime prevention. They don't want to give that up. No crime, no money. See? That's what I'm saying,
The
V.
government always does that.
You
they
agree
do
with
it with
that?
the pharmacies. They do it with everything. They gotta keep people sick so they can sell more drugs to the pharmacy.
I'm just saying.
It's always like that.
Hold up. KD might be right. Yeah. Now let's show this clip real quick. Chicago, I'm going to show this. I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to show the protesters, and then I'm going to show you the tanks in Chicago. Let's take a look. We got a caller coming in the chat. We got Roger calling in the chat. Let's go. Let's get him in the building right now. I'm going to slide it over so we can get him in here live in the chat right now. Roger calling into the building. We appreciate you. How are you? We know you're based, but tell people where you're from right now.
What's up, guys?
I think you're having a bad service right there. I think you're having a bad service malfunction in your location. We see you on there, but it's getting a little choppy. We got to get you where it's better service right there. Out there, you got to make sure that you're loud and clear. Maybe you need some Wi-Fi. We definitely want you to call in. We want to hear what you got to say, but it's breaking up right there. Make sure you jump in. If you're going to call into the show, make sure you got good service right there.
Dominique does life. Call in.
Call into the show right now. vmixcall.com. The password's in the chat. If I got to drop it again in the building right now, V, you can put the password in the chat too, right? I can read it to you right now. You can type it on in the chat. There we go. Roger's back in effect. Here we go. Where you from?
Hey, guys, what's going on? Phillipsburg, New Jersey.
All right. Tell us how you're feeling right now. Should they send the troops to Chicago or not?
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. I think that's a good start. I mean, of course, we got to get programs in place to take care of the people, that need the help and, just in general, whatever's going on out there. But the people got to be number one. That's what I think. And the troops aren't going to hurt anything. And I think I mentioned before on one of Von's messages, the people are afraid and they don't know what to do. So if you get rid of the threat, then you can move in and do things to help the people with, get them off the streets, get them housing, get them health care, get them whatever they need. I mean, we're already paying these soldiers. Why not use them?
This is true too. We're paying the soldiers, and what are they going to do? They're out there hanging out, and don't get me wrong, soldiers are amazing people. Yeah. We love them. But at the end of the day, hey, let's put them where we can use them, right? Hey, quick question. Why do you think Democrats, while you're on the show, I can't slide back a little bit so we can see you. Hey, real quick, why do you think the Democrats don't want the troops to go there?
I'm not really exactly sure. In my heart, I want to say it's because a lot of them are the problem. But I think it's more to it than that. There's other reasons, but, a lot of the hardliner Democrats, just because they're not going to want him because it's a Republican-backed president. So they're just going to hate whatever he does.
And so no matter what, they're like, hey, we're going to send the troops to Chicago. They're like, nah, don't send them here. Shit's good. You agree? Shit's really not good.
Yeah, that's the thing. The people were saying that they'd love to have the help, and then you have other folks coming on, the powers that be, the governors, the mayors. Yeah, we don't need no help. Everything's fine here. Right? Six people dead this weekend. That's no big deal,
Hey, and everything. Hey, by the way, we know you're an Eagles fan. Eagles are rocking. Before we let you go, shout out to you. Shout out to the birds. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, that was a good game, though, man. I don't care what the end result was. That was a good game.
Hey, we love having you on. So glad you call in. Make sure you follow to the end of the show. We greatly appreciate it. We'll see you on the show.
All right. Avon, go Eagles, man.
Of course. You already know. Oh, you probably can't even see it. Got the Eagles right here.
Hey, look, people calling the show right now. We greatly appreciate you calling into the building right now. Let us know how you're feeling. If you want to call into the show right now, all you got to do is go to vmixcall.com, put the password in. We got to make sure we drop that password again.
We need a pass. They need the password right here.
We need to, drop the password in again. Can you see the password for them? I'll read it to you right now. People can call into the show right now. If you want to call on into the building right now, the password, drop it in the chat right now. 3177 it's 3177262842. Drop in the chat right now. I'm going to pin it right now in the building right now. People watching live. Look, I'm just saying, people that keep calling in, people are talking about this. You guys know what it's like. You're sitting there, the people that right now that are sitting in Chicago that want the help are like, please, city sucks right now. It's unsafe. Why would the Democrats be like, you know what? Nah, you don't need that shit. Stay at home. Don't worry about it. Violence is up, but it doesn't matter. Violence comes down a little bit. Hey, we're good now. No, it's not good now. Violence is still shitty. Who wants calling to the show right now? If you got something to talk about, I got another things I want to show right now. Let me just break some down for people here. And I just showed this. Trump sends troops, but the Democrats are blocking. Check out this clip, V. Look at this video right here. I'm showing this for a reason. Look, Chicago is mobilizing its defense using salt trucks to block. Do you see this? Using salt trucks to block Trump from coming in with military. Are they saying, hey, it's not Washington, D.C. You can't come in here and do what you said you were going to do? Like, that's kind of what it looks like right now. Hey, the Democrats really are going to do that? That's a little crazy, no?
Do they have something else in place to?
What do you mean?
Like, do they have anything in place? Like, do they have any other plan besides this?
Oh, you're talking about sending the troops?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. But we can't even get to that because we can't stop the crime. It's like, hey,
that's what I'm saying.
There's fires going on. Hey, a lot of fires going on out here. So what do we do? Do we start finding out, hey, how are we going to rebuild the house? Or do we stop the fire first? Like, we got to stop the fire first and then rebuild the house. Stop the crime and then fix the city. I'm sure they have ideas. I'm sure the Republicans are going to have to come up. So I'm sure they know this, and they've been trying to do this for years probably, and they're struggling. They're struggling. But look at this clip right here.
There goes Plump right there. Call in, Plump.
Plump, you're going to call into the show. Let's go, Plump. Call into the show right now.
Nobody's going to block you.
Hey, you're live ready to call into the building right now. If you want to call into the show, vmixcall.com. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I got this right, guys. If you're in the chat right now, you want to call in live to the show. If you've been here before, let us know you're a subscriber. And by the way, Let me scroll up. Let me make sure I pin Vaughn's. Where's your message at, Vaughn? I'm trying to find it where you put the damn password in the chat. There it is. I just pinned it to the top right there. There's the code. vmixcall.com. And there's your password. It's pinned to the top. No excuses. You want to call in? You got something to say? You Republican or Democrat? You got something to say? Call into the damn show right now. Let's take a look at this clip.
You're watching a large protest happening in Chicago. You see demonstrators against ICE raids out on the streets. That started tonight on the first day of what the White House is calling Operation Midway Blitz, targeting undocumented immigrants in that area. That is part of their broader targeting of Democratic-run sanctuary cities, something that we've seen here in Los Angeles. And now all eyes are on the showdown between the local level and the federal level as both sides dig in their heels.
Governor Pritzker has said there's no emergency here in Chicago that warrants bringing in the National Guard. Now, President Trump has said or mentioned that he wants to come in and clean up this American city. Chicago is the third largest city. And over the weekend, we saw that social media post that President Trump put out on his page, basically saying that, and I'm paraphrasing here, that Chicago is about to find out a few things. But many officials have said, including Governor Pritzker, is that Chicago is more of a test state. And they say President Trump and the White House are trying to see what it is that they can get away with here in Chicago. And if it works here in Chicago, the fear is that the same thing would roll out in other cities. But Governor Pritzker, as well as the mayor of the city of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, says if, in fact, members of the National Guard show up here in Chicago to help what they say is fight crime, they will have a battle in court. And when I say they,
these people, this is what I don't get. Okay, it's not like he's going there to a place where everything's good. I'm going to show up here and try to be a dictator. He's showing up because the shit is bad. If they didn't have all the crime, all the shootings, all the killings, and then Trump was like, hey, we're sending National Guard over there. We're going to, everybody stay in your house. I'd be like, wait a second, what are we doing here? It's like the coronavirus is happening. Like, everybody stay in your house. You can't come outside your house, start feeling a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? But if you have that much crime in your city and your shit is bad, people are like, I seen in the chat, someone said racial profiling. How is that racial profiling by sending words crime? It's not, we're sending for black people, it's sending for crime. That's all I'm saying right now.
Put up the code one more time.
You want the code for people to call into the chat right now? You guys want to call into the show? I got people that want to call. Oh, we got,
keep going. Just
we got someone calling into the show right now. Hold on. We got Jenny. I believe, let me see. I think it's Jimmy calling to the show. Jimmy, are you in the building right now? Let me know. We got Jimmy calling to the show. Give us a sound, Jimmy. If we see Jimmy's here calling in, we don't see you. We don't see Jimmy yet. When Jimmy pops his face up on the screen, we're going to slide him on over there and let him be part of the show. Make sure you call in right now. Pretty easy to do, people. VMix, there we go. We got Jimmy calling in. Oh, boy. This is a familiar face, we think. Let's get him in the building right now. We got to get him here. Here we go. What's going on?
What's the word?
How you feeling out there?
I feel good, man. I feel like Trump is trying something new, something we ain't never tried before. And we need to give him a chance.
What you think, V? Talk to him.
I told you, I agree. I already said what I said. Like, it just needs to be stuff in place after that. Like, it's already, we know the violence needs to stop. We need something. We need a immediate stop to the violence. Somebody said Vaughn's brother. He ain't lying.
In the building. Hey, what's going on? So hold on. Everybody knows. We know you're about. Tell them who you are. Who are you? Where you from? Let them know in the chat because they don't know. Are you froze up out there? What's going on? I think he froze up out there. Either he froze up or people are trying to call into the show nonstop, and that does happen. We apologize for that. We got people keep calling to the show nonstop. It kicks people out. While he fixes his internet connection, I want to say something real quick. People in the chat, real quick. Are you Republican or you're a Democrat? And the reason I'm asking this question, are you Republican or you're a Democrat? There's a reason why I'm asking this right now. Because if you're a Republican, you're like, hey, send the people. A lot of people are like, okay, I kind of get why you're sending the crew. You're sending the crew because shit's bad. Democrats, why?
I forgot to say though, but look at you seen all them people that was out there protesting. Just show the beginning of the clip again.
The protesters.
Yeah.
All right, we'll show it right now. Let's take a look real fast. At the one we just showed, the last one we just showed, or I got
this one.
This one.
Anyone.
Let's show it.
who did you see that crowd? Who lives in them neighborhoods?
That's what I'm saying.
None of them.
But they're protesting for their own city. They're standing up for their city, saying, "Hey, don't send the people here," and they have no idea what's going on. A lot of them. Now you look at the news.
They know what's going on. They won't go over there. They're not going to South Side Chicago. They're not going to the West Side.
They want those people to kill each other. Basically. I mean, basically.
I don't know if they want the people to kill each other, but they just.
I mean, they are basically saying, hey, we know there's a lot of killings out here, and we really don't give a damn if people are getting killed or not. That's kind of what they're saying. And right now, let's move on to this piece right here. I know we had Kyrell calling to the show, and then I don't know what happened to his phone, but it wasn't there. I don't know if his service was down or what was going on. But we're going to have him call back into the show. Again, if you're watching live right now, you can do so. vmixcall.com. Don't forget. Anybody can call into the show at any given time right now as we get ready to fix those phone lines. Let me show some of these clips right now what Trump was saying. Let's take a look.
I'm thinking about, when I have some slob like Pritzker criticizing us before we even go there, I made the statement that next should be Chicago because, as you all know, Chicago's a killing field right now. And they don't acknowledge it. And they say, we don't need him. Freedom, freedom. He's a dictator. He's a dictator. A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I'm a man with great common sense and I'm a smart person. And when I see what's happening to our cities, and then you send in troops, instead of being praised, they're saying you're trying to take over the republic.
I'm not going to lie. If I saw any kind of negative thing, by the way, the Boring Truth wants to call into the show. V, let's get the password out there. vmixcall.com. We got people ready to call in right now.
Just leave the password pinned up there.
You gotta keep pinning. vmix.
You gotta just leave it.
Here you go. vmixcall. Here you go, people. vmixcall.com. Bang. And then we're about to drop the password again for you guys right now in the chat. Let me see if I got it saved up on here. Here we go. You got the password, V? I'm gonna read it again for him. Read again for the people right now. Let me go up and see where Vaughn's message was. vMix call. Guys, watch right now. We got live callers trying to call right now. We got to hear what they got to say. So everybody, if you're watching live, smack that like button right now and get ready for some live action. vmixcall.com. And I'm dropping the password right now for people in the chat. It's V. Let me read it to you. Actually, here we go. I got it right here. Bang. I just pasted it into the chat. That's the password. vmixcall.com. We're only taking one caller at a time. So if you're watching live, everybody be respectful when they come in. Because if they call into the show, you cannot call and kick them out just because how things are set up right now on the show. We're only taking one caller at a time. vmixcall.com.
Pin that, because it's going to get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I'm pinning it right now to the top of the screen right now. There we go. vmixcall.com. I just pinned the password right there. You can call into the show right now if you got something to say. And I'm showing this clip. This is a clip I want to show real quick, V, of what people are saying. Look how this looks, though. Look how this looks right here.
What changed me? And law enforcement. I mean, there is a heavy presence here. This is a lot. You have choppers airborne as well, as you can see. Guys, I'm on the ground right now by MacArthur Park.
Trump, do not send the National Guard to Chicago, gang. Do not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different fucking breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles. Nigga, we are not Washington, D.C. Nigga, this is Chicago, nigga. Them niggas go fight back. I'm telling you, them niggas go fight back, gang. Whatever, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Nigga, do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100.
There's more bad people than good people. Doesn't that tell you as a Democrat?
That's him saying that,
right?
Though.
But I'm saying, but I'm saying for the gangs to be saying this now. And they're saying the gangs are going to be standing up. Now, I'm not sure that they're going to go fight the military. They're not that damn crazy. But the point is, if they're saying they want to do that, something's severely not right.
There's a lot of gangs out there, but I'm just saying I don't think there's more bad people than good people.
Yeah. In the state, in the city.
Yeah.
I agree. I got a question right now, though, as we get ready to move on to this topic here. Let's move on to this piece of the pod because we got to do this right here. This was an important one. In the chat right now, love or impeach Donald Trump? How you feel about it? I'm asking this question for a reason. The man steps into office and does a lot of things that he said he was going to do. And so this is where I kind of get conflicted with I'm not getting conflicted with how I feel, but I get conflicted how people's mindsets think. Like, are they out of their mind or not? Because why I say this, V, is because you come into the chat And look in the chat, love Trump or impeach. Let me see it right now. If you're a Trump supporter, put Trump right now. Let me see it right now. Let me see it right now as we approach over 50,000 views already today. If you're watching live right now in the building, love Trump or impeach. And look, here's why I say this. Everyone voted that got a chance to get to the polls voted, and they voted for certain specific things. And in my head, what I wanted was a safer country, a bigger military so we can keep building our military, because obviously Von's already looking at the chat. He don't even know. He's just reading chat messages. What I'm saying is when we actually voted, when I voted, I said I want a safer country, I want a better military, I want safer schools. I want to. Now, I didn't vote to say, hey, get rid of everyone that's illegal. That wasn't why I voted, but I do understand that I would rather have a country where people are more documented, because a whole bunch of illegal people in a whole area can be detrimental when shit happens. You don't know who's going on, who's who, no fingerprints, no IDs, no nothing. I think it's important to know who people are. And I think Trump has done every single one of those things, trying to make the military tougher, better, bigger, more people now going and signing up for the military. Our schools right now trying to put things in place to be safer, stronger. Again, no men and women's sports. That was one that and a lot of people could disagree. Some people will agree. I think most people will agree. No men and women's sports. That was a big thing that he took care of. So he's knocking things down that I voted. Now, I want lower taxes, which I think he's working on, and he's been saying that, trying to get rid of capital gains tax, which would be phenomenal. Then he also has this. Interest rates are coming down. Joe Biden, I bought something on the beach, and you live on the beach, 8%. Okay? 8% income tax. 8% interest rates. That's coming down. We're in the 6s now. Coming down. We'll get to the 5s. He's doing all these things that we voted for. Now he's like, let's clean up the cities. And he's going out to D.C., going to Chicago, all this. If you ask me, he's doing everything that I would personally. Now, he might say something a certain way. He might come off in a bad way. He might, you might say he's racist. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But I'm saying everything that he's doing action-wise is exactly what I think is actually correct. So I wouldn't change anything so far. Iran, big problem on Iran. Say, hey, we got to get rid of nuclear facility. We don't believe what they're doing. Took care of that. He met with Putin. He met with, with Zelensky. It's not like he's not trying to stop the war. He's doing all those things. He can't personally go out there and break Putin in half and be like, yo, it's over. I mean, he could with war. Now he's trying to help our own country out. I don't see anything that he's done right now that's negative. And so when I ask a question live here, I'm saying love Trump or impeach. I'm just saying I don't get where he went wrong yet. They might be thinking he's become a dictator. He's it. Maybe. I don't believe that, but I'm saying if that's the route you want to take. But what has he done? Do you think he's done anything so far, B? What? He got in the office 6-7 months ago.
Maybe just like the division.
Division of what?
Just the country is so divided right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Is that Trump's fault? It's divided? It's been divided before he got in there.
Yeah, but it's at an all-time high.
You're saying, but so.
It's never been this divided.
I don't know. We had a civil war.
Yeah.
I'm saying. But I'm saying we have black and white people, black people, white people, right? It's that, or is it Republican, Democrat? Every time you have an election, it's Republican, Democrat. It's hot. It's heavy. When Trump first won, it was like that. When Joe Biden won, it was like that. When Trump won again, it's like that. And trying to stop the crime.
It's rich versus poor. It's black versus white again. It's gay versus straight. It's everything.
But that's because more is coming though. There's more gay people now that we know than ever. There's more transvestites than we ever know than ever. They got rainbow flags going all over the place than we've ever seen in our life. Yeah. And I'm not, listen, I gotta be clear. I'm not hating on that. I want to make sure that people know in the live stream. I'm not hating on that. I'm just saying we as people are also creating that in the streets, right? And if you go up, we talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
Black guy on the train stabs white woman. That creates problems. Now, it could have been a white guy doing it, and it maybe got less publicity. But that creates division. Now it's like, hey, black guy stabs white girl, right? I said this the other day. I said you have a match coming up. White person heavyweight, black person heavyweight. It's always big because you always get that side of things that comes in where it's like black versus white. We always get that. It's never going to go away because we're different. It's like people that drive fast versus drive slow. Not going to go away. Old versus young, rich versus poor. These are opposites. These are antonyms that will never go away. There's always going to be some kind of division there. You know what I'm saying? And there's always going to be black people, always going to be white people. It's always going to be different. Cultures are different. They listen to different music. They talk different. They act different. Always going to be that. But the reality is, everything that Trump has done so far, you could say, hey, he created more Republicans are standing up for themselves. Democrats have to stand up for themselves. Maybe. But as far as cleaning up the cities, what do you think? Should he send the troops or not?
And
even if he doesn't send troops, he should go out try to clean it up.
I already said the violence needs to stop. Like this is all about the youth for me. Like the violence needs to stop, and like that's inevitable. But like I already said, I said it 100 times. Like we need
things to do.
Yeah, we need to end the poverty. That's the biggest problem.
We got someone live on the screen right now. All right. In the chat right now, we got you on the screen. Let's get him. Now, your internet is working now. Let's hear what you got to say. Make sure we can see you on the screen, because if we can't see you, we got a problem. So we know who you are, but tell them your name and where you're from.
My name is Kyrell. I'm from Jersey. And
tell us how you're feeling.
I feel like Trump is trying to try something that we ain't tried before, which is usually what presidents do when it's a new president. They got new laws, new thought processes, new everything, So he's not Joe Biden. We can't expect him to sit there and be sleeping on the beach. You know what I mean? He's definitely doing what he's supposed to do.
Hey, riding bikes on the beach, pedals don't work. You know what I'm saying?
This is my thing with people, right? When Joe was doing nothing, people was complaining. And now when somebody comes in and they try to do something, people still complaining. You can't win with a failing economy. At the end of the day, the economy's failing, and that's neither one of their fault. Honestly, I feel like Joe, he was never qualified to be president in the first place. And we just didn't want Trump to win again. That's how I feel. And honestly, now that Trump's back, I feel like people need to suck it up and we need to do what's best for our country. We need to come together and try to make things happen instead of being separate and fighting and destroying everything. It ain't gonna get us nowhere.
I agree 1,000%. What you just said was, what I agree 1,000% is, look, whoever's in office, people are going to complain about whoever. But at the end of the day, Democrats didn't have anybody better to put in office. They had Kamala Harris, and that didn't go the way they wanted Joe Biden. And she just admitted, today, or in a book, said, look, having Joe Biden go out there run again was like a disgrace. It was like the most horrible thing that they could have done to put him in that thing. But how do you feel about this? Troops to Chicago. Should they go to Chicago to clean it up or no?
I think so. If people scared to go to certain places, you can't even go to the corner store at night. It seemed like you need the army there.
Right? I mean, people can't even go down the street and worry about killings, and they're saying, hey, don't come here. Why would the Democrats say don't come here, though? Like, tell me how you feel. Look, we grew up, right? You got white people, black people growing up in different locations, Republicans, Democrats. Why do you think the Democrats of Chicago would say, hey, you know what? Don't come here.
You know what it is? It's just like anytime there's any disarray in an area, and then you try to send help, the people feel like because they've been there and they've been dealing with it, that they should be the ones to come up with this better solution. But usually they allow things to keep happening, so there's no solution on their end. So somebody has to come in that's strong enough that can see what everybody else isn't seeing and make executive decisions. And I feel like that's what's happening.
And so now, white people, black people, Democrats are like, don't come here, a lot of them. Now, some are like, hold on a second, shit's bad. Shit's getting bad right now. Did you see Auntie? Hold on. Let me show you, because I don't know if you've seen it. People coming to the chat. Kyrell, did you see Auntie on the screen? Because she had a lot to say. I want you to see this clip real quick, and then I'm going to let you tell me how she feels. I'm going to show you Auntie real quick. Take a look.
So Chicago leaders are outside right now protesting against Daddy Trump coming to their town. What is the problem? So you have watched with your own eyes how Washington, D.C. has dropped crime like tremendously. They've had 0 murders in a week. You have people going on lives and doing videos about how safe Chicago is, about how clean the streets are. They can't even see a piece of paper. You have women on videos saying that they're at a stoplight with their window down, and they don't ever do that because if your window's down, you'll probably get robbed. Like, what? I'm so happy about the safety of my city right now, just hearing that. I ride with my window down all the time. So now he's saying I'm going to Chicago because we have all these beautiful black women with Trump hats on that say, we need your help. So I'm ready to go help them. Shout out to you, baby, for listening to the ladies, okay? So I just think it's hilarious how all Trump has to say is, I'm going to Chicago next. And now all of the mayor, whoever the hell, all them people are out there like, we don't want you, Trump. We don't want no military over here, Trump. We're already fighting crime, Trump. But you ain't fighting crime to get 0 murders in a week.
What do you think about that out there? How's Auntie feeling? Is she spot on or is she missing? Is she misfiring a little bit? We don't know.
Look, hey, I ain't gonna lie. It's about the women and the children. If they feel safe, then we doing the right thing. I think Auntie's onto something, and I think that they deserve to feel safe and not have to have a man right there with a gun making sure nothing happens to them. They should be able to walk the streets too with their kids. So I feel like that's a great thing.
Hey, look, we appreciate you calling in and giving us. Hold on, Von got something for you.
Do you think you should have showed them the other dude? Do you think these gang members are going to fight back to the military?
Let me show you the gang member. Let me show you the gang member real quick, and you tell us how you're feeling. We appreciate you calling in. Let's take a look at this.
1,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself. Trump, do not send the National Guard to Chicago, gang. Do not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different fucking breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles. Nigga, we are not Washington, D.C. Nigga, this is Chicago, nigga. Them niggas go fight back. I'm telling you, them niggas go fight back, gang. Whatever, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Nigga, do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself, gang.
What do you think about that, Tyrell?
I feel like he's being unrealistic, and this is what I mean by people being in a situation for so long to where they feel like that's the superiority because that's what they're around. But I don't think he realized that most of the kids in gangs ain't even in shape, nor have any target practice, no nothing. They just out there on the whim. You know what I'm saying? And when you got trained military coming in fully vested up, they don't care. Man, them gangs ain't doing nothing. They not trying to go to jail. As soon as they get in the interrogation room, they all snitching on each other. They not as tough as you think. So I really don't see no issue. I think that it's gonna be a great thing. They need to all find something else to do, go to school, pick up a trade, get a CDL, something that's actually helping the community.
I like what he was saying. I know he got disconnected right there. Look, I like what he's saying. And he was giving on his points. He was saying, look, at the end of the day, he was saying, hey, look, you know what I mean? Like, something new. We got to get out there and try something new. Trump's doing that, but
most gang members are only tough in their own community. They're tough on their block. They're tough there. They're not tough everywhere.
Hey, he hit down the head. He said, look, they might be tough where they are.
Yeah.
But don't they realize right now, wherever they are, they're being watched right now? Like, you're not walking around Chicago, the street of Chicago, they know exactly where you're walking. And sometimes it feels a little off. I'm not going to lie. Like, cameras are everywhere. They know where you're at. They know what's going on. You can be Bobby Big Balls all you want until Bobby Big Balls shows up with millions of people. We have so many the power of military is crazy. We're flying 24 hours overseas bombing shit, and you think we can't get troops to go up there and shut down the gang? Now, will the gang come back up again? Of course. Gangs always keep going. They go, that's how they make their money a lot of times. So that's going to keep happening. But the truth is, at the end of the day, you know how I feel. We appreciate people calling in today. Some people get a little worried calling in, get a little scared, showing their face on the screen. We got people calling in. Plump's not calling in. Plump knows at one time Plump could have called in the show. He thought he was gonna call and say something. You know what? I'm getting that. He thought he got blocked.
No, it is easier to type. Like he got his information. He can look on his computer. He can do whatever. He can type in his information. if he's talking to you one-on-one, then he's just gonna have to just speak his feelings, his real feelings.
Because he's like, hold on a second. Brandon just said that. ChatGPT, is this true? Nope, not true.
Yeah.
Or yep, that's true. Fuck, next thing.
Yeah.
Right. That's instead of coming here live and talking to us, we could break it down and be completely honest with what's happening. People in the chat, we love and appreciate you. Everyone that's watching live, thanks for joining our show today. Went past time. We're 10 to 11 every single day. Watch us in the building. And right now, our goal today was at 70,700. We are only 24 subscribers away. If you're watching live right now, you didn't subscribe yet, hit that like button right now and subscribe. Become part of what we do. Build us up. We got a lot going on. We got live people that are going to be calling in, NFL players, NBA players, more politicians, and we do break it down for live callers like you to call into the show every single day on all topics, sports and entertainment. We want them to call into the show. We're going to make it easier for them as well. They're going to have it set up where they can actually call in with a phone number. We're expanding the show. We got big sponsors coming in. We greatly appreciate you. Thanks for joining our show. V, anything for the people right now joining the show today? We appreciate that.
No, just have a great day.
Have a great day, right? Wednesday,
do
baby.
something productive.
Do something productive. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Trump supporter, put Trump in the chat. And if you're not, put impeach. Let us know how you're feeling in the building. We love and appreciate you. And we'll see everybody tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We got sports entertainment every single day. Make sure you're here as we add more guests, more co-hosts, more people, panels to the show, more people coming in on a daily basis. We greatly appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, listen, everywhere, Facebook. Go out there. We're uploading content all day long. I greatly appreciate all you beautiful people. Have a great rest of your day. Leave a message on this clip and go out there and listen. Brandon Mason Show, Miami. Go out there and leave a review for us. Let us know how you're feeling. We want to give you honest feedback. We're not coming on here just talking Republican, just talking Democrat. We're looking at it saying, look, there's a lot of crime there. Let's fix the shit. And not just not just the blue cities. Everywhere. We got to make sure people know that. Not just blue cities. That's where they're starting. But they got to get to Memphis to start cleaning up. They got to get to St. Louis to start cleaning up. We're not forgetting that. All love to you beautiful people out there. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see all of you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Take care.
They surprised me with none other than my bestie, Kim Whitley. She flew all the way from L.A., and I had no idea she was going to be there because Kim is so busy. She's working on Happy Gilmore 3 and another movie. She's working on 2 or 3 movies at the same time. And when I saw her, I cried like a baby.